Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the February love readings for the zodiac signs. For those of you who are not familiar with my channel and how my readings work, I'm going to explain that really quickly. The partner's energy is on this side, your energy is on this side, and then there's the energy of the connection. Yeah, so that's how my readings work. But bear in mind that when I'm saying partner, it does not have to be a committed relationship. These readings are for whoever comes to mind as you're looking at the reading, whoever you're thinking about. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a committed relationship, or it can be. It's just whoever you're thinking of when you come to the reading. That's who you want to relate the reading to. Okay, so that's how my readings work. I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I always recommend that because you'll get a deeper understanding of your connection that way. Okay, you'll get to see the relationship different from different perspectives. Uh, Also, if you all have not, I have a monthly twin flame reading. There's a monthly and a mid-month reading that are $5 that I do every month. If these are resonating with you, if my readings resonate with you, I highly recommend that you check out the monthly twin flame readings. There's always like a little teaser video that announces, if you look under my videos, there's always a teaser that announces when the new monthly reading is out. The February $5 twin flame reading is already out. I'll provide a link for that as well in the description box, as well as how you can book a private reading with me. So I highly recommend that you check out the monthly twin flame divine connection reading. Okay, so let's get started with the reading. Hello, Aquarius. It's time for your love reading for the month of February. And the overall energy for the month is Master. The energy of the partner is release, dedicated effort, and refusing to see. The energy for you, Aquarius, is coming together, opportunity beckons, and seek. The energy for the connection is crowned with listen. They're bringing in heal. You're bringing in joy and stability. Okay, so I'm seeing here that the overall energy for the month is for you two to really be picking up the vibrations that are coming through your intuition. You really want to pick up the vibes that you're picking up are accurate. You need to pay attention to your intuition, your gut instinct. Also, this month is revealing some fears that there may be about love. I'm getting some fear in this situation, fear of maybe what the truth is of the situation, something you're not wanting to listen to in your gut instinct, out of fear. Okay, so when we look at the partner's energy, um, I'm getting that the partner here has experienced maybe some type of pain, feeling they're releasing some things, wanting to release some things that just really aren't serving them. This is kind of a transformational type of energy. There's some change that is occurring within them. It's like they're having to get more in their light and in their own truth. And they're wanting to kind of release something and let go of something, but they're keeping it to themselves. And there's some type of fear that's going on here. Honestly, what I'm getting is like this partner may be thinking about ending this situation, or wanting to really get out of this situation, and they're not saying it. They're not opening up and saying it. There may be some fear that they have about love or about this situation for whatever reason. They're thinking about possibly letting this go. Like maybe they need to set themselves free from it, but they're not necessarily vocalizing that. Okay. And because they're not vocalizing it, it's like you two are in two different, totally different spaces. That's what I'm seeing here. You two are in two totally different spaces. Okay. Where one is kind of thinking about letting go of the situation and not saying anything about it, and the other one may be sensing a bit of the disconnect or the space, and they're trying to, Aquarius, here you're trying to pull it together. You're trying to get you two focused on the same thing. Because you may not see that this other person is thinking about letting go of the situation, and they're not saying anything. So it's like they're not saying anything though, because it's like they're trying to get on a firm ground or a firm setting within themselves before they dedicate themselves to any path. So it's like they're thinking this, but they're not saying anything because they're not totally sure. They're not totally clear exactly on what they want to do or which direction they want to go in. So before they start dedicating any effort to going in a certain direction, it's like they want to get more stable and clear about what they really want. And they're kind of relying on destiny or fate or some type of help in doing that. It's like they're wanting to see, is something going to change here? Is something going to evolve here? What's going to happen here? It's like they want to be sure about what's really going to happen here before they dedicate any effort to this idea that they've been secretly thinking about. And it's like until they get some type of until they see what they need to see in terms of feeling like they've seen enough, or they're solid enough in what they see, um they don't want to necessarily start working towards making that happen. But at the same time, I'm getting that they're a little hard headed. There's something that they're not seeing. In certain ways, they're kind of, I'm really getting that they're like a stubborn type of energy, being stuck in seeing the situation that they want to see it from their own perspective, having their back to other information that may be coming in that kind of maybe contradicts the path that they're seeing things or the way that they're seeing things. And they're kind of refusing to look at that. And that is what is causing some of the lack of harmony within the situation. Their steadfastness, or maybe being stubborn in their thought process. That's what I'm getting. They're being stubborn in their thought process. The way that they're seeing things, they feel is right. And they're really being stuck in the way they see things. And that is what is interfering with the harmony, with why you two can't be on the same page. Because it's kind of like the only option they may be giving here is for you to come over and see things their way. There's not really a middle to that. I'm getting like a really kind of stubborn energy. And it could be that they just really believe that they're right. And then for you, it's like I'm getting that you're sensing the gap, but you're trying to get you two to focus in the same way. That's what you're wanting. You're wanting the two to become one. You're wanting, instead of there to be two separate focuses, that I'm getting that you pick up on that, Aquarius. You're picking up that there's two separate focuses, and you're wanting those focuses to come together where you're both focused on the same thing. Because you feel like if that doesn't happen, something, there's going to be like a pattern of the past that's repeating, and you may be thinking about this breaking up or this ending or something like that. It could be that you two broke up or things ended between the two of you before because of this lack of focus in the same way, or it could be that you've experienced this in a prior relationship. Whatever it is, it's something from the past that you feel is making it very important that you two kind of get on the same page and focus on the same thing and come together in one mind. because otherwise this is going to repeat again. And that's what's pushing you to really want this to come together, because you kind of feel like this could end if you two don't get on the same page and focus in the same way. So that is bringing you to a place of, you feel like there's this opportunity here, but it's not stable enough for you to really hold on to. There's some things that you feel are kind of unknown. It's like there's an opportunity for this to be better, but I don't know if I can see that. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to be in front of me in my tangible reality, or is it just going to be something that's always in the back of my mind, but not actually materializing in my reality. And so you're really focused on that. And, you really are focused singularly on, like, this is something you're thinking a lot about. The fact that there's this opportunity for this togetherness that you feel, this oneness, this common focus, but it's like you're starting to feel like you don't know. There's like this energy that's kind of coming in where it's like a little bit, I won't say, because it's not really like a nervous, frantic type of energy, but it's a alert energy. Like your ears are going up. You know how like a dog, when it starts paying attention to something, its ears go up. It's like that's what's happening with you. Like your ears are, it's putting you on alert. Okay. And because you're seeing this and you're focused on this, it's bringing you to a place of, you're wanting more answers. You're wanting some grounded answers within yourself. Like you want something to come to you. You're wanting something to come and deliver a message. Like, give me a sign. Give me a sign of which way or what's going on here. Something that's grounded. So that I can have a better understanding or clarity of this, because there's something foggy about this. Give me a sign so that I know if I need to break out of this. So I can see how to get out of this rut, or like out of this cycle that is going on here. It's like there's a cycle here, and I'm trying to see how to break it. Like, give me a sign, give me a message. Like, I need some type of information. And when I look at the energy of the connection itself, it's like your intuition is telling you things that you're not listening to. That's really what I'm getting. For you, Aquarius, I'm getting that your intuition is telling you that this situation is not as joyous and stable as you're wanting to think that it is. Like, there's more to it. There's the stability isn't really there. And it's like you may be afraid of accepting that, or really looking at that aspect of this, because it's like you don't want to think that you're not on the same page, that you're really not on the same page. And then it's like the partner's intuition is telling them that there's something that they need to fix too within themselves. There's something broken within them. They're not fully standing in their light and their truth. And they need to broaden their perspective. Like, there's something from their past, something that they haven't healed in their pattern of relationships, that has prevented them from having a bigger perspective. Like, their perspective has gotten narrow, and their intuition is trying to alert them that their perspective has gotten narrow. This is why they're so stuck in thinking the way that they're thinking, because their perspective is actually narrow. They need to listen to their intuition that's telling them that they need to broaden their perspective. They need to think a little outside of this one single-mindedness that they have, and kind of get out of this stubborn energy, or this hard-headed type of energy where they're just going to keep going and thinking the way that they've been thinking, and really not broadening their perspective. So now I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's what I'm really getting from this is that there's an attraction here. Okay. There's an attraction that's here. And you both need to find, let me see here. Yeah, finding, you both need to disconnect from the perceptions of others and everything in the outside world and get back to the core of what attracted you to one another and kind of start there. Because I'm getting that both of you have been, there's been a lot of information maybe that is preventing you from really hearing the truth of the situation so that you can resolve it. Because you both have to look at this truth to resolve the situation. Because it's like if you're afraid, Aquarius, to look at the fact that the situation is not as stable as you want to believe it is, because you don't want to think, really believe that you're not on the same accord, because that's scary. Because then what is that going to mean? But it's not helping you, because if you don't address that, you can't meet them in the middle. And then for them, if they don't address that they have some issues from their past experiences that is causing them to have a narrow perspective within this situation where they can't see a bigger picture and it makes them hard headed, if they don't address that, because it's like they're afraid of what that might mean for them. If they can't address that, they can't meet you in the middle. So it's like that's why your intuition is kind of pushing both of you to address this issue so that you can meet in the middle. Okay? So, Aquarius, that is your reading for the month of February. I hope that you enjoyed it. If my readings resonate with you, especially on a regular basis, I recommend that you check out my monthly love reading. That's $5. That is in the description box below. And if you want a private reading with me, then the link for that is also in the description box below. If a reader is resonating with you, especially on a regular basis, then that's the reader for you. That's who's being used for your messages at this particular time. Okay? So thank you, Aquarius, so very much. I appreciate all your likes, shares, your subscriptions, everything. Thank you so much for all of your support of the channel. And you have a fabulous, fabulous February. And I will see you in March.